if you think of it like this. All right, let's get paint out. Right, so think of it like this. You have the cosmos over here, right? This is our cosmos. This is where things happen. And, whatever the case might be. Okay, so you have the cosmos. And then let's imagine for a second that this is the controlled cosmos. So this is what we know about. We have the light, we have the void, we have chaos, we have death, we have order, and of course, life, right? And then all the things that happen in the middle here. And then think of it as from the outside, there are forces that is pushing in. So whatever those forces might be, they don't have to be on the outside, but these are threats to the order of the cosmos. The six that sort of maintain the balance and everything works on the inside of this. But there are forces that wishes to push through and disrupt this ultimate balance. Now, in a perfect system, in the system that I think a lot of World of Warcraft players sort of think of this, the cosmological forces work together to ensure that these forces from the outside can't do anything. Like, they can't actually destroy the order and the unity that we have within the system. But that's not really how that works. You see, these forces don't actually work together. Sometimes you can have some of these forces that will stand together, to take on some big bad guy. But most of the time, they stand apart. Most of the time, they face each other. They don't actually work together. So what ended up happening is we have this big bad, okay? We have this one big bad. We don't know who this big bad is, but we know that there's a big bad within our universe. And what you see within the universe is that every single one of the cosmological forces are trying to defeat this big bad in their own way. Like, each of them is coming with their own plan on how to defeat this big bad. And this is why when the Titans, Sargeras from the side of the Titans, his idea was to destroy all life within the universe. Because as far as he was concerned, the system can start again. But the big bad will not exist once he's destroyed all life in the universe. That was Sargeras' plan. For Zuval, the idea was dominance. So Zuval on the side of death, he actually thought to himself, screw that, bro. If we can just dominate everyone, then we can defeat this big bad. For the demons, their idea is to simply destroy everything because they believe probably themselves to be strong enough to defeat all of this. And we know that the demons use anima because we know that the demon engines run on anima. They feed souls into their demon machines in order to power them up. So the demons are trying to basically harvest all of the anima within the great beyond, probably in order to get strong enough to defeat whatever big bad is in this universe. We know that the void sent through the old gods and that the old gods keep warning, but the old gods seem to be the only one that kind of want to work with us, if that makes sense. Like, they want to use us as their ultimate weapon. The Titans, of course, they use their prisons and their constructs, and that's how they do it. We've not really seen the light. We know that the Naru is out there and they're building the army of the light, but we haven't seen what the light's ultimate purpose would be. And then, of course, life is the one that we have not seen at all. But all of them have their own sort of plan for how they think this big bad guy can be defeated within the universe. And this is why we oftentimes hear every single one of the bad guys that we've ever faced say, oh, you guys are not ready for what is to come. And we constantly think that what is to come is the next big bad. But all we're really seeing is each of the cosmological forces setting up their defense against the next big bad, if that makes any sense to anyone. What if the Titans are really the big bad? They ordered Azeroth and jailed the old god, successfully shutting Azeroth off from all of the other forces, which is why Shadowlands didn't feel like death. It was the Titans ordered death. Or me, I thought to myself for a while, but I don't actually think that's the case. I think it's far more likely that what we're seeing is just their response. And what a lot of players have not yet realized is that the Titans are not our friends. You see, this is the one thing that I find so often in my comment section on videos that I do about the Titans and not trusting the Titans. A lot of people still hold on to, like, you know, the lore from 2004, 2006, right? So they hold on to this idea really up until let's say 2015. You know, this idea that the Titans are good. The Titans are our friends. The Titans are our parents in a way. And really, I think it's clear now, at least, that that's not the direction that World of Warcraft is going in. For World of Warcraft, at least for the new writers of World of Warcraft, it seems to be far more likely that what we're going to get is a universe sort of divided. And we are going to stand against all of these cosmological forces because we will realize that none of these actually have our best interest at heart. What they have is a bunch of plans that we may or may not be loosely involved with, but more often than not, if we are involved, it's to our own detriment. They're not actually out here helping us. They don't really give a crap about us. That would be my guess, at least, if I were to wager my best guess on this. What would it mean for us if Sargeras fell for just the other Titans? I don't think he can. Not right now. Remember, they're awakened again, and we know that a fully grown Titan cannot be corrupted. So the way that he did it was he used Agrimar after slaying Agrimar to corrupt Agrimar. And he was trying to do the same thing with the other Titan souls. Just corrupt them and turn them into his, into friends of his, part of the new pantheon of disorder. But once they're fully born and once they're no longer souls, it doesn't matter what you do, they are incorruptible, at least as far as the lore is concerned right now. Titans cannot be corrupted. This is also why Sargeras isn't corrupted. There's nothing corrupted about Sargeras. Sargeras believes something different to the other Titans, but that's not corruption. They are not corruptible. And the answer will be, let's all be friends and band together, like always, I suppose. Maybe not. It doesn't seem like that's the direction that Blizzard wants to go in. Not anymore, at least. So I'd be well surprised if that is actually the direction that they decide to go in, if I'm honest with you. I don't think that's what's going to happen.